You don't want to take the police for their words.
They should not take the police for words.
No. Who should we hold on to? We should hold on to the jargon that Wunmi saying. Now you're saying the police should not hold on to their words. What do we believe? Is it the that Wunmi saying? The inconsistency.
I just said we misuse words. I'm not being.
The police who read that is the commissioner of police.
I just said we misuse words.
But more, why are you saying this?
He said we should not take the police for their word. That's what he said.
1 minute.
I understand what you're just quoting on that.
Don't quote me on not taking police for their word.
But you just
don't quote me on that. Okay, maybe I take that back. I take that back. I don't mean to say correct yourself. What I think that's what you said. I've corrected myself. I've just taken that back. That's what I said.
Okay,
taking that back. I just
Don't worry. We go forward. Let's move forward. You said that Mohbad bled, right? I'm muting profusely now. You said Mohbad injury, he bled from that.
The driver even said so. Yes.
1 minute. I'm gonna. He said that was a minor bleeding. Okay. But it's not a consistent bleeding. 1 minute. It wasn't a consistent bleeding from Ikorodu to Lekki.
Thank you.
Do you agree?
Yes. Okay.
Or you want us to prove that? I don't know.
No, go ahead.
Okay. Now, if you agree with me on that, and we talked about the Duvet, your colleague was saying there's no way you can watch Duvet. I don't know where that's coming from my own thoughts. I want her to.
I also think if you watch a Duvet that is soaked in a pool of blood, I don't think it will take several washes for it to be clean.
It doesn't matter. I get washed. That's what I was going to say.
It will take several washes by hand.
Mo, did you hear that when the driver said Wunmi fought Mohbad when they were coming from the show?
Yeah, I think I heard that they were quarreling. They were arguing.
He said there was a lock. They lock each other's clothes in the car. So it was physical.
Mo, you just said something. Which is very. I like what you said. Right? It's now the story is not that you can't wash the blood, but you can do a lot of water exchange, like maybe 5-6 times until you get to the cleaning stage, right? You agree that it can be washed. That's what you're saying.
By hand. But when I say once, when I say several washes, I don't mean.
Forget about it. The bottom line. Listen, it can be washed. It can be washed. I don't know why you feel about it.
100 times it can be washed. Yes.
It can be washed.
Simple.
Simple. That's what we're after. Right? It can be washed. End of story. Do you agree or not?
See, the way you are saying it, when I meant it will take several washes. Listen now. Stop interrupting me. Can I
you don't need to start. You're not
allowing me to
make us look stupid now. Just answer yes or no.
Rachel, listen now.
Because you are twisting. You want to twist it. You want to twist it. Go straight. Answer the answer.
It's a very simple question so that he can continue with his talk.
Exactly.
What is all this?
We don't want to sleep with one in one topic.
Don't be so fixated on being defensive. Yes, can a Duvet be washed? Yes or no? The blood doesn't make the Duvet more heavy. Can it be washed? Yes or no?
I'm not giving an explanation.
There are questions that you don't have. Yes.
This is a very straightforward question.
Okay, in this case, I'm not going to answer that. Okay, go ahead. I'm not going to answer that.
Continue, man. Forget that you can mute. We should continue.
Okay. I will take that as yes, because you know that whether you wash it 20 times or 50 times, it's none of our business. It can be washed, right? You can talk to Mom about that many times she washed it. Okay, that's not what we're after. She washed it. That's the end story. Okay, and now you want to tell me that the bleeding that occurs in Ikorodu is the blood that's being washed by Mama Mohbad. In the same blood that Father Fede was referring to, it's the same blood they were cleaning water, they were using water in the household to mop the floor, to clean. Oh, now I think I've bought
keep talking. She'll be listening for wherever she wants to listen.
I think I've bought it.
They just come up with very fixated narratives, and you're seeing it black and white. You're trying to say, no, it could be gray, it could be blue. What is wrong with you?
Why did you drop?
Why would she? Because she knows her lies are not ticking now. Just can you imagine arguing about?
Can you imagine these people? I greet everybody.
Maybe she thought we are stupid here. We don't know what we are talking about. People? She wants to come and
I was wondering what they were looking for. They fooled that their comment section. What are they looking for again? If their mind, because their mind no touch ground. Why are they moving around again? They've started again to be going to platform from platform to platform, Abi. I beg, tell your queen mother to come home. Nigeria is so sweet. Make she come home. Wicked, evil people.
No, nobody dropped you more. We believe that you dropped yourself. But anyway, Mo, I think you understand the whole game now. I don't know whatever game you guys are playing. And Cyber, something that asked me just now. You asked me what's the next stage. I think I've explained it to you. And Mo, so I take that as yes, that you know it can be watched, right? So I won't stress you for it. Okay. So
you broke a little. Sorry, repeat that, please.
I said I'm taking your silence as yes, that the Duvet can be watched. So now, do you want to tell me?
I think the network is.
Hang on a second, please. Now, remember the way we walked through the injury sustained during the fracas at the and we all know there's no way you can be bleeding continuously, right? Consistently or continuously, you can call it.
From that wound, absolutely.
For that 1 or 2 hours, that would never happen. So the blood that's being washed from the tube, okay? Do you think it's the same blood of the injury? And let me put it across to you like that.
It could be blood stains, because if you have a wound that is still, I mean, even if it's drying up, if you bruise it again, it will bleed again, even if it's drying up.
Okay.
You understand that, right?
Okay. And
so that's why, for me, I believe what was that's my opinion. I may be very wrong. What was probably on the Duvet.
And the Baba came up and saw those blood soaked.
Yes.
I mean, Duvet soaked in blood, right? And at the same time, let's go with your nurse story. The nurse said when she got there, she saw a lot of water on the floor. Right?
No, that the floor was wet. A lot of water.
Yeah. Adura recently said that it was raining only in Mohbad's house in Lekki that day. And then there was rainwater in the house, according to Adura. Just to kind of sensitize your claim. And so, looking at the whole concept, you know that it wasn't that superficial wound that the blood stains are coming. It's not blood stain. So we should try and get this right. It's not a blood stain. Yeah. And
it was actually a pool of blood, right?
You know why? The nurse that stays through the night doing what? Number one, think about yourself and be honest with yourself. Okay?
Who was the nurse that was staying through the night? Was that person?
We need to answer that question, because we can put it from a right person. She confirmed that there was a nurse that was through the night.
At the CTT, she said that.
She said it on her interviews. Please, anybody who has those interviews, Marise or TVC, should play it for more so that she gets to listen. But I have a quick question for you while you continue, please.
Yeah.
We're all learning. Please explain to me how minor laceration, I go by I believe the government autopsy result, that bit, that said minor laceration. I also believe the CTC that Wunmi said that they applied, rub or whatever on it, right? So now, explain to me how that same injury that has been, treated with maybe spirits, applied rub, whatever, they had something to stop the blood. How would that same injury continuously bleed if pressure is not applied to it, if a force of pressure is not applied to it.
That's what I'm saying. There's no way.
It's very unlikely that from that injury that I saw, because I actually saw the elbow, I saw it more around the elbow. I saw it. It's very unlikely that bruise, I call it a bruise, would bleed all through from Ikorodu to Lekki.
Okay, thank you so much. It established a fact.
However, I also, like I told them, I just said it 007. I just said it that if you have a wound like that, if you bruise it, if you like touch something again, and the dryness peels off, likely you would bleed again, right? Likely you would bleed again.
But obviously there are. So hold on. Let me pick your thought. I agree on you with that point you're saying. So if it's a minor wound, there are scabs, right? You will just bleed tiny. You're not going to have a rush of blood. You're not going to have so much blood. It's scabs.
No.
So if you peel your scabs of wound, you're just going to bleed. That's it. Because it's healing. But it's a minor blood. It's not going to be like a blood that will soak his singlet or, the story of eyewitness in the property confirming blood on the duvet. It wouldn't.
You see? Now, let me tell you why I actually believe. Listen. Can you wait, please? Can you wait? And Nikki Shaya, please just hold on. Why I actually, I said this earlier. The only reason why I believe it wasn't a pool of blood was the fact that the relatives that got into the house after Mohbad died and saw especially the dad, and saw the duvet and did not call the police. That makes me think it was probably just canty state of blood that he saw.
Okay, fine. Can I pick your brain here? Now you said, oh no, you know what? Let's be respectful. Lady Anikisha, let her speak and then I'll continue. Because she wanted to talk. It's not my turn.
What I want to say is that she was trying to let us know that it was a bruise. Maybe
I'm not letting you know anything. We're just listening. I'm not letting you know anything here.
All right. Okay.
I don't know anything.
Let me add to your word, like maybe you don't know how to, paraphrase it. Let me say, okay, the bruise happened at the party, or what did they do at the show? But when they got home, something happened, something like fighting. So that made the bruise to come up again. That is now bleeding.
That's another theory. That's a conspiracy theory that I'm avoiding. That did not, as far as I'm concerned, I wasn't there, so I wouldn't know if that happened. And you were not there either, so you wouldn't know if that happened. But we just know
for us to have pool of blood, if the blood stopped at the show, and then we now have a pool of blood at home, that's something that happened at home that make the blood to come back.
We are not there. You were not there. Why would you say somebody is an innocent when you are not there?
I haven't said anybody is innocent. Have I said
we should not? That's what you said.
You said
I only said it.
So stop, ma'am.
Hey! Don't be nice. I'm not. See, don't be rude, please. Let's be civil here. I am trying to say.
You are changing your
principle of justice.
You are changing your words.
Mama, I can't even see your name now. What I am saying is, principle of justice requires that somebody that is charged, you have to be sure, beyond every reasonable doubt, that person has actually committed that offense. Because if sometimes the penalty might require death, and then you now punish an innocent soul. That's why the word innocent came forward. I didn't say anybody is innocent. I just said we have to be 100% certain.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you for explaining. That's okay. Let's see if you understand now. That's okay. Don't drag it. So you said something before that I was trying to pick your thoughts. You said about if it's a scab, right? Your issue is you are concerned with how Baba Mohbad would have said he saw a pool of blood. Now, I'll come to Baba Mohbad in a minute, but let me go back to what Folashade said. Now, we have to agree this first. We have to understand that between me, you, and then every other person, these are first witnesses that were on ground on the crime scene. Folashade, you agree with that?
No, she came in like 4 or 5 days after, right?
I don't know. No, the timing of when she was there is not established. She didn't tell us she was 4 or 5 days after, but that's the close family. She was there. She confirmed that she saw people in the house. She saw the whatever. So I'm just saying, between me and you, we've not seen it. Her statement will pick some facts there because she was there. She went to the house, relative. Exactly. So she said she saw a singlet. There was blood, right? And she said her sister, this is the auntie of the deceased, her sister told her, Richie, please help me if any of you on the platform, if I got it wrong. She mentioned either her sister told her that she was washing the duvet. Am I right?
That she washed the duvet with blood.
Thank you. And there was so much blood.
Washing the duvet.
No, she didn't. No, she didn't. Listen, no. 1 second. She never saw Mama Mohbad. Right? Mama Mohbad told her when she came to the house that she washed the duvet. Okay.
And there was so much blood, correct?
Yeah, and there was so much blood.
Okay,
yes.
right.
Because
so now,
she was the one that asked me, why so much blood? Yes.
And she saw a singlet soaked with blood. Mohbad.
Yeah, and then she asked that question spontaneously, which is the right question. Why so much blood?
I'm trying to make my
sorry, what can I call you? I don't want to call you Rattle. Should I
just call me Rattle? It's fine. Just say Rattle. It's fine. I can answer that name.
Rattle, can I say something?
No, I was trying to make my point that you can speak. Okay, go ahead. I don't mind. Go on.
Oh, okay, because other people were talking. I feel Folashade, from the interview of Folashade that I've heard, you see, we are all very intelligent when someone is talking. She has personal, as far as she's concerned, Wunmi is rude. She's not respectful.
No, leave that. That doesn't matter.
She said all of that. She had said all of that.
No, then I don't like you interrupting me because now you're messing me up.
Then you have a problem for her to say that.
Forget about the attribution.
You have a problem of her saying that. No, do you have a problem?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't mean that she won't speak the truth. Let's leave that. That's why I said that. As you said that none of us were on the crime scene. This particular witness is the family person who was, at least between me and you, she's one of the, you would say, first respondents to the crime scene. Okay, but so let's leave. That's what I want to go with now.
Someone you don't like. You could be biased.
No. Hold on here.
If you don't like someone,
let's leave the one of
you could be biased. Where you there?
Did you first?
Did you see her? Rachel, please. Mo, are you closer to Folashade?
You're just being defensive. That's the point.
Than Folashade. You are not close to Wunmi than Folashade. If Folashade,
no, I'm not close to any. I've never seen any of them.
Good.
Seen any of them.
Hold on. I'm establishing something here. Wait, hold on. If Folashade, a close family, is saying Wunmi is rude, and you, who are far from Wunmi, you are not picking on Folashade that she's wrong to say Wunmi is rude.
You can imagine.
I never said that.
That is what you said now. You don't say that now.
You are saying she's going to be biased. She doesn't need to be biased now.
I said she could be biased. I didn't say that.
No, she doesn't have to be. Just because she's mentioned, just like now, okay, on this platform, and I need to quickly move on. Just on this platform now, I'm actually a little bit rude on this platform because before I was pissed off and I was saying just shut it right there.
No, but
so you can say no example.
You have varying opinions.
No, please just hold on. Please hold on. No, please hold on now. Hold on.
Okay.
I was talking before. You were listening. You interjected, and I thought you were let me make my thoughts though. Okay. So someone can say Anne is rude, right? Because I'm talking to you on the platform. But somebody who knows me directly says that you believe that statement of fact because the person knows me more than somebody who just hears me talking on the platform. Now, more importantly, somebody who knows me, maybe on our team or Mohbad that knows me will say, "Oh yes, Anne can she can swear, she can tell you to piss off or whatever." They know me more than somebody who just met me for the first time. So now, but that does not change the statement of fact. What I was trying to point out here is I asked you to agree with me that Folashade, a closer relative, were the first respondents on the crime scene. Now, she said she saw singlets with blood. What's the name? She also said her sister was washing the duvet. It was filled with blood. Now,
what prompted her before the sister told her that she has washed? She asked her sister why so much blood.
Okay, thank you.
That was the question.
Thank you. So
and
now,
the sister now reacted, "I've washed duvet soaked with blood."
Okay. So
that statement, why so much blood?
Folashade asked the sister that, "Sister, why is there so much blood? I saw some blood on Mohbad singlets upstairs there. I saw some blood on Mohbad singlets." And that was where Mohbad now responded that, "I wonder that I just finished washing the duvet too, that there was blood on it."
Okay, so now, Mo, all of this, we have just established earlier when me and Richie were talking and you, that it's a minor cut. Now, I also said I agree with you. If it's a scab, if you have a wound that is healing. Now, don't forget that cut happened a day before. Let's go with their story. The prime boy issue, the glass issue. So you won't have scabs building up immediately. That's not possible. Scabs need at least a couple of days before you start having scabs on the wound.
Correct.
Okay? So the wound is still fresh, right? So at the end of the day, if it's a minor injury, which we all know, laceration is not serious, you're not going to have a singlet with blood. If it was just a blood spot, Folashade will not make reference to that. The singlet with blood, now the mother of the deceased is washing a duvet with blood. I also mentioned where Richie was talking to say that if it's a minor laceration, except you have applied force, that's when he would even, and even if he bled, at most, you cannot have it to the point where a duvet would be washed full of blood. Also a singlet in the, what do you call it now? In the cupboard, right? And now, let's even leave that. I go to my second point. Folashade before has also mentioned, earlier on, when she came out, she said, what about that blood we saw? She still maintained the same statement again. Right? She still maintained the same statement again. So now, it is a minor laceration. Why are we having all this blood? And whether you like it or not, if you tell me and say, well, Folashade is biased, well, until we hear from the mother, we can't counter. We're going to go with those, as I said, first responders on the crime scene will go with their stories because they are the ones telling us what happened. At least Folashade has been consistent to some extent. She's mentioned this blood before and she's mentioned it again. She hasn't changed her words on that. So amongst all of them, I pick her first. She has kept that consistency. So now, that is why we're trying to make you understand that for me, if I want to start saying I want to analyze, I want to start thinking, assume, I can say...
Okay, I want you to answer this. I want you to answer this.
Wow. Okay, go on.
Why would Baba Mohbad go into the room and he would see the blood before he
I will come there. I know where you're going. I will come there.
And he would... No, because that bit, that's why... Okay, that's the only reason why
Baba
I feel...
Mohbad, Baba, okay, let me answer that question now. Baba Mohbad went there. Now, first things first, there's a state of shock. All right? I don't score him to say he's perfect on this, but I'm sure 100% he wasn't the crime scene. He knew nothing about that death. Okay? Now he got there. I'm going to paint a scenario now from what I can just make out of this. First of all, he was told that his son was sick. He gets on his way, starts making his way. Halfway to the journey, he's told, don't worry, turn back, your son is fine. Now, because he heard the mother, according to him, he went on the boat to the mother or the journey, en route to Mohbad's house, the mother was there, they were calling, mother was talking, they were talking to mother, he felt something's not right, and he makes his way. Somewhere, hold on, let me establish my point, so just hold on there. He starts making his way to the property. We also heard that he said, because but he was informed or not informed anyway, he went in through the back door. He saw 100 people there. God forbid you've lost your son, not you. Somebody Mr. A has lost a son, and this is your son. This is not like your stepson, your own blood. You left him on Saturday, you came back, and there are 100 people who fill the property. There's a state of shock. There's a state of, I'm trying to think on my feet. What do I do? What do I not do? Right? He didn't go there with an intention of, yes, Baba, if somebody came into your house now, they have this person shot your son, he's here. Then he'll be prepared and armed when he's getting there. He was just told his son was sick and he's fine. And he just went with either the information he had, as he claims it, his instinct, and he pushed forward to get there. And he got there, he saw that. So he will not be reactive to say, I have a camera, I'm going to take a screenshot of this thing I'm seeing. However, he can keep those recounts in his head. Now, whilst he's there, considering that multitude of people, so much is going on. He doesn't have time to start saying, okay, let me really ask Wunmi, what really happened? Neither can he try to start pointing.
I think he actually asked her.
He just asked, but he's not asking from a pointing finger. Well, Wunmi said, oh, nurse, so he was not feeling well, nurse, whatever. Everything is happening all at the same time. And all he's thinking, okay, the son is done, dead, okay, let's arrange to get the body away. And they head to the police station. Now, don't forget, Baba Mohbad said they went inside. He was in the car. They went inside. So he is expecting that these people have told the police this. Okay. And he got there. While they were delaying, he now said, let him go inside. He got there. He said, I can't write. I'm not in a perfect state of mind to start writing. I'm just going to tell you what I know, and then you can, write the statements for me. And he starts recounting what he knows or whatever he was told, whatever he saw. and somebody said, okay, don't issue report or issue report, whatever. End of story. They had to take that corpse there, no police report, couldn't deposit in the morgue. Yes, I fault him. He shouldn't have quickly buried the son, but a lot of things were going on. Now, if you have to talk about blame, hold on. Let me finish. Hold on, don't distract me now. Hold on. If you want to talk about blame, I give him 10%. I give 90% to every other people who were in the house. Okay? So 10% on that he should have pressed further. Whatever it came, no matter whatever negotiation was going on, pacifying was going on, he should have insisted, even if you played the fool so that he doesn't get killed, because nobody knew him. He didn't have this public support as he has now. We didn't even know that who Mohbad's father was. Okay, he was cared for his life. He should have played the fool and told them and said, I'm going home. Let me go and tell my home people I'm coming back, and leave the corpse there until by force they will have to put that body in the morgue. Or he could have just created a tantrum there and said, no way, that body must go into the morgue. Let me get my head together before we can bury him. After all, Mohbad is not a Muslim. Okay, so let's leave that. So I'll give him 10%. However, what the beauty of this is that Fola Shade, the ex-wife, sister, is standing for truth. She had a choice. She could have said, okay, after all, you're no longer my sister. My sister has married somebody else. She has other kids for another man. I will not speak. She still spoke the truth to say that she saw blood. As they say, in the amount of 2-3 witnesses, the case is established. That girl, that lady, confirmed the presence of blood. Baba Mohbad has never denied not seeing blood. The only place I can fault him is when they got to the police station. The fact that he thought that, okay, these people will recount to the police what happened, and they didn't. So that is why, and that is my answer to you as far as Baba Mohbad is concerned.
Yes.
Okay? The people who had a right to have even mentioned the truth of everything that happened in that house should have been what's his name? Darosha,
they gave them
Adura, and all of them.
Death certificate. If Baba was in shock, if Baba was in shock, Wunmi would also be in shock. Don't you think?
Well, fair enough, but Wunmi was in shock, but Wunmi has fresh first-hand information of what happened. The fact that I'm in shock does not counter to say I know the circumstances that led to what happened, right? Now, let me take it a step further. When they got to the police station, the focus there at that time, you must imagine that, okay, his family, Otiku, he has died, oh yeah, let's find a way to go and bury him. Let's even assume that that's what they went to question for. They didn't go to go and report to police. Okay, she had the doctor's report. She knows that, okay, Wunmi, you came from a family, your marriage to Mohbad, they didn't just wake up one day and say, tomorrow we are getting married. They had planning. You needed to give that, whoever had the death certificate or death report, not a death report, to say, okay, police is asking for this, or we've gone to the morgue. They were all in the ambulance. They were all on the convoy. We've gone to the morgue. They need the police report. We got there. They didn't give us. See the hospital report here, please. Help us admit him, so that they can take time to plan. So her shock or no shock does not counter the fact that they had those documents in their hand. She even told the man, even if I want to stand against her, she said to the man, and find out what killed this boy. She was speaking in her right senses now. Now, before this time, she was also writing on WhatsApp eight chats on WhatsApp,
Instagram, 8 chapters.
Yeah, she was writing all that. She was coherent. She was
even calling Mohbad You can be doing that when you're in shock.
So what I'm saying is, at least fair enough. So even in that shock, she could have still been able to say, okay, yes, Baba, this has happened. We need to put him in the morgue. I went to the hospital. This is what the hospital gave me. Let's give it to the people. Let them ensure they put the body in the morgue. So at the end of the day, for them to have come out and try to blame that man and say, you buried him.
I'm not even blaming him.
Not you now. Well, I'm saying that. So I'm just trying to build the story here. So at the end of the day, for him to even take the fall for, okay, they buried the boy immediately, it was coming from what?
I am from where Baba Mohbad is from. I'm from Ekiti. So I understand that, yes, you don't want to keep a dead child's body in the house. I absolutely get that. But
so the fact that I've answered
that you see blood, that is what is confusing me.
That's what I'm telling you. If he was in a state of shock, things going on there. They are saying,
but he said,
some other person confirmed the blood. That's what's more important. If the police went to do an investigation,
Blessing had told
some other person confirmed the blood. Blessing said, okay, we heard, according to not him himself, his family friend or relative or whoever that man was said Blessing was the one who called him and told him and said, Baba, Mohbad has died, Kasara, right? We want to believe that maybe they told him more things, and the girl lady would have told him and said,